Dear Diary, April 23rd, 1932. My name is Caroline Collins. I'm 13 years old and I live in Lexington, Virginia with my ma and pa, my two older sisters, Susan and Doris. Ma and pa work at the farm up until the crack of dawn when the cockadoodles do to sundown. We are nor rich nor poor. Every morning after I feed the pigs and milk Miss Cindy Lou, I have to attend school at Hastings House right by Lemon Water Creek. What a long walk. Sometimes if I'm lucky, my friend Josephine tags along, but that's usually only on Tuesdays and Thursdays. One day I will travel around the world and live my wildest dreams. If only I were allowed to leave my front door. Dear Diary, April 25th, 1932. Here we go again. William Harrison III just invited my sister Sarah to go with him to the ice cream parlor on Marbury Lane. Of course he fancies her instead of me. She's going to be the next Nora Shearer. If only I were more like Sarah. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to be beautiful and intriguing to the human eye. Doris, on the other hand, dropped out of school to help Ma and Pa work on the farm. She hasn't been too friendly lately. Well, she never was. She keeps wandering through East Fields looking for a way out. Todd, the love of her life, has moved somewhere up north to which I do not know. Rumor has it he moved into an apartment in New York. He plans to become the greatest baseball player the world has ever known. He used to come over and talk about the Olympics. And Joe DiMaggio, starting his career with the Yankees, and Babe Ruth, who had retired at the time. Oh, I know he's gonna make it. I have to go. Mother's calling me for supper. Fried chicken and corn. Dear Diary, May 7, 1932. I've been dreaming and dreaming over and over again. Sometimes I sneak into the living room at night and listen to the radio. My favorite station is the Henry Busey program or the Hickory House Jam Session. I've been listening to jazz a lot lately. Doris taught me how to do the jitterbug yesterday while listening to swing music. I think that's what they call it. Cole Hawkins knows how to play some fast blues riffs. I can't even keep up. I still yearn for the moment when I lay my eyes on tenor sax. Maybe after the Great Depression, Mama and Pa might be able to afford one, but I doubt it. Every Friday and Saturday, I tap my feet to the sound of the bass drum beating to the rhythm of my heart. It makes me feel alive, a feeling I've been lacking recently. Dear Diary, May 9, 1933. Sorry I haven't written in the past year. I lost my journal and I didn't know where to find it. Pa found it yesterday under a pile of hay in the chicken coop. I wonder how it got there. Ma and Pa have been tuning into the radio every day. They gotten so interested in the daily news. The only thing I heard was something about poor Hubert Hoover. He is the president right now, and they are blaming him for the stock market crash. A lot of my friends at school have been moving away because their parents cannot afford living in Lexington anymore. They need a stable job to support their family. Ma promised that we would be fine, but I'm not too keen about working on the farm more than usual. Yesterday I was rambling out in the cornfield, and I overheard Pa screaming up to the sky. Everything has been quite suspicious around here. Susan has found yet another lad, Robert Taylor. He is not as dreamy as William, but he's making her perk up a bit. I have to say I miss the old boy crazy Susan. She was happy then. Ma and Pa have been bickering once again. Ma hasn't been acting like her usual self. She hasn't been waking up early, and she's been taking breaks throughout the day from cough attacks. I have to say I'm worried. Dear Diary, May 13th, 1933. Today is Friday the 13th. Nothing has happened to me yet, but at school today, right before break, James Howard's fell flat on his face. I'm just praying that the rest of the day will go by fast. I've started to realize so much about the civilization we live in today, and I have so many questions to ask. Today I saw a colored girl walking past the schoolhouse. All the kids started throwing pebbles at her and yelling nasty comments. Miss Henry never had the audacity to tell them to stop. I just sat in a corner and tried to keep my mouth shut. Supposedly I'm too young to understand. That poor girl did nothing to deserve such discrimination. Why? One day I will make a difference in this world before it is too late. Dear Diary, May 30th, 1933. I've received the most heartbreaking news today. It's not easy for me to write this entry. My hands are shivering in fright. Mama has influenza. Oh, poor mother, my heart and soul, all I could do was hope and pray that she will overcome the disease. Pa's trying to stay positive, helping around the house, doing extra chores, trying to get his mind off all the chaos, but I could tell it is impossible for him. Doris and Todd have been a huge help, as well as Susan. Every night, I peek through Mama's bedroom door, and I hum a series of lullabies to help her fall asleep in peaceful tranquility. God, please bless Mama. Please give her the strength to carry on. Give us patience. Give us faith. Help us through the darkest hours. Give us light to see and live in harmony. Have mercy on us. Amen. Caroline! Mother's calling me. I have to go. Dear Diary, June 5th, 1933. Susan is teaching me how to sew today. I've been growing out of all the hand-me-downs, and Mama cannot do it anymore. Susan is the perfect person to ask for fashion advice. She always looks her best, even if she's trimming the grass. I really wanted a pink silhouette with red rose petals around the waistline, like many ladies in town have been wearing. Everyone has cut their hair extra short, but I don't think I have the guts to do that. Susan told me it was a trend anyway. In a couple of months, long hair will be back in style. I hope so. Maybe a longer skirt will make me look more mature and elegant. Pa always looks good on Sundays with his top hat and black suit. My birthday's coming up soon. I wanted to see if Pa can take me to Broadway to see a play called Allison's House. Supposedly it's taking place at Eva Lee Gallien's Civic Repertoire Theater. That would be the best birthday ever. Dear Diary, June 2nd, 1933. So much has happened this past week. I've dropped out of school. I had to sit home and help take care of Mama. I'm reading my new favorite book, The Hobbit, all day. It's become a bestseller here in Virginia. O.J.R.R. Tolkien is a magnificent writer. So is Cecile Day-Lewis, who wrote You That Love England. Susan told me I should publish my own story someday. That would be grand, having my own personal worlds read all over the world. Dear Diary, May 20th, 1933. I have some exciting news. Doris is officially engaged. Todd has come back. He has come back to Lexington. Today, as Doris was pulling the weed, she spotted Todd in the middle of the horizon, beaming his radiant smile as the sun's rays glistened behind him. At first, Doris thought she was imagining the whole thing. Doris sprinted up the hill as fast as she could. My heart melted, forever remembering a moment so unreal. Dear Diary, June 31st, 1933. Save me, Lord, from this misery. Mama has died this morning. I still can't believe that she's gone. Not a minute has gone by where I told myself that this is just a nightmare and I'll wake up and everything will be alright, but this is reality. Our world is shattered, broken, and over. I don't know how I will be able to live without her here. Her soul will forever be with me. I loved her more than life itself. I would do anything to have her back. I never had a chance to say goodbye. The words still remain unsaid. I cannot speak where I feel as though I will scream. Pa exclaimed she was in a better place, a place where there's no confusion or discomfort. Ma was in a kingdom up above our own, a world we envy, if only I were with her. Goodbye, my love. I still wonder what lies over the hills of Lexington. Another world full of opportunities and discoveries I am yet to find. My life hasn't started yet. I cannot wait to begin. Today is the day, a day for a new adventure on another page. Farewell, diary. May your secrets stay hidden for eternity. Remember me, Caroline Collins.
Epilogue. Doris and Todd got married in Covington, Virginia 1 month after Ma's death. 1 year later, they moved to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for a new start. Todd became a shoemaker. He plays baseball every day. They have one son named Arthur. He plans to follow in his father's footsteps. Doris and Todd own their own farm. Doris does all of the housework. She plans to become a woman activist. Susan finally settled down and married William Harrison III. They have 5 kids, 3 boys and 2 girls. They stayed in Lexington and they are very rich. Pa is still alive, living in the same house. Caroline is a famous playwright. She has produced 13 best-selling plays, one of them based on this diary. She married Andrew, and they live in New York together with their 2 little girls. The Diary of Caroline.